Rocket League.
Rocket League. I'm Autumn,
I'm Amelia.
and tonight our Open Plus team is going against the Montana Tech Orediggers, who are currently placed fifth,
And our JV team is placed
second actually,
wonderful.
with 3 wins and only 1 loss.
We like to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
We will be starting a little earlier than planned tonight, but you know what? That means we get into the game sooner.
Exactly. Get straight into the action.
So our coach is currently setting up the game, and you get to listen to us talk for a few minutes while things are setting up.
Yeah.
I believe, who's going to be playing tonight?
We're going to have Tomer, Doug, and Luke playing on our team tonight.
Nice. That is a good trio to put up. I know that all our JV players are pretty good, but with any team, composition definitely matters, and these 3 work really well together. I would have, if we had Tomir, Dub, and Pinhead together, that'd be intense.
Yeah,
but
that'd be a killer game, but
Luke is amazing too. So.
Yes,
It's
I
gonna be a great
trust
game.
in their ability to work together.
So it looks like our other our opponents are, and they just disappeared. That's great.
Well, I caught one of the players there's name was Panther, and I've heard that they are a tough opponent.
Oh,
Yeah.
yikes. You know what? Our Vandals can handle it. I'm not worried.
They can't take it. What's the worst that could happen?
Don't say that. No. All right. So it looks like.
We have in chat here Dub and Tomir.
Oh, wonderful.
Cheering.
We have. I'm gonna say, I am. Panther, and I cannot see that.
Deluxe.
Oh, Deluxe. Oh,
Yes.
awesome. So we have Luke here pressing forward on the aggressive side. Unfortunately, Zero. Okay, we'll call him Zero. Zero blocks him. Lucky Luke pushes forward against the opposition. Honestly, it looks like a 3v1 right now against Lucky, but I know that our other Vandals are playing defense. There we see Luke and Dub. Wait, that means that Lucky is playing with Luke and it's not Tomir. Okay, that's new information.
We don't get told this stuff sometimes.
No, we just look at the screen and we're like, oh, I think that's what's happening. There's Dub with a nice block, but Deluxe bounces it back. Here's Luke taking possession, dribbling towards the Orediggers goal. I'm just going to call it Montana Tech. But either way, it's a mouthful. They have had possession of the goal, I should say, the ball. But Luke and Lucky Luke team up with Dub the Boss coming in as an assist to press the offensive. Here we have Panther trying to take it back. Zero comes in with the heat, but he is posted up top. I can speak, I promise. Here's Zero going for the goal. Goes past our defense, but not quite making it and allowing Dub and Lucky to take over from there. Able to take back the offensive and head towards the Montana Tech goal. Lucky goes for a shot, but unfortunately it's a little too slow, and Deluxe is able to block. There's Dub going in for another shot, but he is at the wrong angle, and Panther is there to block. Here's Lucky Luke taken away from Panther, and Dub is able to demolish Zero. Here's Dub taking back from the air, just tracking the ball with as much skill as needed. I guess. Not quite getting to it, unfortunately. All 3 of the Montana Tech players crowded around the ball for a little bit, allowing the ball to take center field. Not a good place for the ball when you're trying to push the offensive. You want it on the wings and heading towards center. But whatever, that's fine.
What happens? They just gotta get in their groove.
Here's Panther pushing the offensive with only Luke guarding the goal, able to pass by Luke, and Lucky and Dub are not able to be fast enough to block the goal. It is 1 point in the Orediggers' favor.
You know, the Vandals need to be a bit more cohesive here. There was a pretty open goal right there. Maybe defense needs to step it up a bit. Maybe they have better discussions about where people need to be.
Yes, so the kickoff starts off in the favor of the Orediggers. There's Lucky Luke blocking, but Zero counters, goes up to the air to take control of the ball. Panther supports with Deluxe at the midline, but it bounces off with Dub the Boss taking control, but Panther steals it back. Here's Lucky Luke and Zero clashing in the center. Favor of the Orediggers, but Dub the Boss comes in, launching it towards the Montana Tech side. Here's Lucky Luke, and Zero barely misses it. Lucky Luke is able to make the score, making it 1-1.
Yeah, that was a very good play from the Vandals there. We had good defense. We were getting in there and pushing the ball towards Montana's side.
Yes, and with an assist from the Montana Tech players. I don't think they like that very much. Here we are at kickoff. Deluxe and, Zero and Dub the Boss clash in the center. It starts off on the Montana side, but bounces quickly over to our goal. Here's Zero trying to go for that goal, but Dub the Boss is there with Luke, able to take it back to the Montana Tech side. Dub launches it towards the other side of the field, and Lucky Luke is there to try and take the pass, but unfortunately Panther gets there first. And another shot at the Vandal goal, but Dub the Boss is able to take it back and starts pushing the offensive. Deluxe goes to the air, trying to deflect from there. Luke is right there where he needs to be. The ball is posted on a second shot from Panther with another Orediggers at the goal, but thankfully Dub the Boss is there, and they just aren't able to make it. Trying to get through our defense is like trying to go through a brick wall. All right, so here we have Zero trying to block the Orediggers goal. There is 1 minute remaining as Lucky Luke takes from center field, but Deluxe steals from Lucky, and Dub the Boss takes to the air trying to control the ball from there, but Panther also gets to it. Zero heads towards the goal, but Luke and Dub are present. As long as they're there, our defense is solid. We'll be fine. Here's Lucky at the center line, stopping momentum of the ball to take possession with Dub. 30 seconds remaining as we are crowded around the corner of the Mountain Or side, only to be quickly pushed forward by Panther. Lucky Luke saves, and Dub the Boss pushes forward towards the Mountain Or side. Montana Tech. I'm sorry.
It's a long name. It's hard.
Here's all three of the Montana Tech players at the goal, and they're able to push a little forward. We are now into overtime with a 1-1 score. We need 1 point. Whoever gets the next point, it's just going to be in their favor. Here's Dub at center, heading towards our side of the field with Deluxe and Panther pushing forward first, but Dub is there with defense. Panther tries to clash with Dub, but Lucky Luke is there to support. Oh, launching it forward, and he scores from beyond halfway.
Oh, that was a really good play from the Vandals there. You can see Lucky Luke was able to just score from all the way over across the field. That was
beautiful.
Crazy. It's just that open goal right there. They were not expecting that shot.
We had enough power, enough speed to push through, and that makes this a 1-0 game so far with a score of 2-1. We got 5 shots from Zero, but 3 saves from Dub, so that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
We are heading into the second game of the series. It's going to be a tough match.
No, agreed. Both teams have been playing very, very aggressive here. It's just making sure that everybody is cohesive and able to keep their plays pretty clean. You know, don't get overwhelmed. You gotta just stay calm. It's hard in these moments, though.
We don't want the chaos that can be Rocket League to mess up our communication.
And you guys hear it on the TV.
Oh, does the TV hear us? Oh, well. Production isn't paying attention to me. That's okay.
Production doesn't like us anymore.
They never liked us. All right, into the second game. And it looks like there have been no substitutions.
Nope.
Thankfully. Here we are at kickoff. clash in the center by Dub and Deluxe. It goes in favor of the Vandals. Lucky Luke keeps pushing forward with that momentum. Unfortunately, Zero takes it away from him with Panther as a support. Luke, every time. Tries to keep up with Panther, but manages to stop his momentum. Takes the ball away with help from Dub. Aggressive push forward. Shots at the goal only end up posted with strong defense from the Orediggers. But you know what? That's the kind of thing we want to see. We want to see more of that.
Mm-hmm. These aggressive plays from the Vandals need to happen a lot more often.
Yes, it's looking good. Here's Lucky pushing forward once again. We like it. It's an open goal. Unfortunately, he's a little off on his aim. Hopefully, he can take that back, but all three of the Orediggers are there, and the Vandals are only just catching up. And now they're pushed back into defense. Lucky trying to keep up with Zero at the goal. Oh my gosh, it's way too close for comfort. Thankfully, Dub the Boss is able to knock it out of there, and we are able to push offensively. And all three of our Vandals are forward. Dub takes out Panther, and Zero takes back the ball, pushing forward to the offensive in the Vandal arena. Here's Panther going for the goal, but Dub the Boss blocks. Here's Zero redirecting the ball. Lucky Luke taking it from the air. No one has control of it just yet until Montana Tech takes it. Here's Luke and Dub at the goal, making sure Deluxe doesn't get that shot that he wanted. Dub the Boss tries to push forward, but Panther blocks. He has a free goal if he's fast enough. But but he is. But he is. Dub tried to go for that block, but he just wasn't fast enough.
Yeah, no, Vandals were just not covering the field there, really. The goal was pretty open. Even though Dub tried, it was just a scramble for that goal there.
Mm-hmm. Wrong angle, wrong speed. Just wasn't it. Here at kickoff, we have Luke and Zero going for the ball. Not much momentum gained from that, but possession went to the I keep saying that, the Orediggers side.
Orediggers.
It's because Montana means mountain.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Lucky Luke pushes it into the offensive side. Deluxe demolished Luke. Panther steals it from the Vandals, but Dub the Boss is not letting that happen. Trying to push forward with support from Luke. Lucky Luke bounces it back forward, trying to keep it aggressive, which we love. Here's Lucky, but he misses his shot. Luke is following Panther, trying to just interrupt his dribbling at any given point. Thankfully, we block the shot from Panther and taking it back to the Montana side. Ooh, that was nice. So we had some clashes in center with possession switches. Now Panther is clashing mid-air with Dub. Lucky Luke takes advantage of that, sends it to the Montana side, unfortunately blocked by the Orediggers, and heading towards the Vandal side. We are now on defense. Dub the Boss takes possession back of the ball. He looks to have some contention from a few of the Montana Tech players. Thankfully, Luke and Lucky are at the goal, ready to play D. Oh, Dub sends it to the Montana side, and Deluxe is there. It just barely misses the goal. Panther takes control from there, but Lucky is not letting that happen. They chase it to the goal, but Panther redirects just slightly above. The ball is posted on the Montana side, and it is heading towards the Vandals' goal in control of Panther. Posted up top. Oh, another shot by Zero. Where's our defense? They're there.
They're looking at the ball.
Here's Lucky aiming for the Montana side, but nowhere near the goal. Here's Panther taking control, getting it across the line with help from his help from our defense allows us to get the ball away from the goal. Lucky and Luke are just keeping posted.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Deluxe going for trying to take possession, but Dub is just not letting it happen. Watching that ball like a hawk. Panther pushes it back into the Vandal side. It is 0-1 with 30 seconds remaining. This isn't looking good. We might have a 1-1 score after this match.
No, it's clear that they were really fighting for this goal here because that's going to
Yeah.
really shake up the game.
A little more aggression from the Vandals could help. Unfortunately, Deluxe assists Panther in a goal, bypassing our defense that was right in front of them.
Yeah, no, once again, it's just defense has to get a bit tighter on that goal there. There's been one too many times where they were leaving it open there.
Yeah, we definitely need to tighten it up there. A clash in the center with only 10 seconds left. They're trying to get a third goal, but Luke saves. 4 seconds left. Can we even get just 1 point? Dub is going for it, but so is Montana Tech, and we are near their goal, but touches down before we can make it. Montana Tech makes that 1-1 series score. Not great.
Yeah. No, that was a very rough game for the Vandals there. We were just really fighting back and forth. Though Montana did have a few slip-ups in there, it was overall they were able to just get that one goal over us.
So hopefully we see a better performance in the third game.
Don't worry, guys. I'll start the game.
So we are now into the third game of the series. That was a little faster than the last time. Here we have a clash in the center by Lucky and Panther. Zero capitalizes, takes it to the goal, and immediately scores despite the defense trying to bounce him back. That makes it 1-0 in the first 3 seconds.
Yeah, you just kind of these things are unexpected sometimes.
True, but like if it was a kickoff shot, I'd
Yeah.
be okay. But they were right there. I'm not.
It's right there.
Lucky takes possession of the ball right off kickoff despite Panthers' attempts. Luke supports with Dub right behind, keeping it in the Montana Tech. It is an open goal. Oh, such a close shot. And Luke comes in for the rebound. It is 1-1.
That was a good shot from the Vandals there. We were getting aggressive, getting in there, just at the right spot, right over the Montana.
Beautiful. We like that. We want more of that.
Who needs enemies when you have shoutcasters like these?
Exactly. Dub the Boss and Deluxe clash in the center. Zero takes advantage of that with assist from Deluxe and that's Hamburger, not Hammer. Anyway, and makes it 2-1. This is going to be a fun game.
No, I'm excited to see where this is going to lead. It's obviously people are getting aggressive. We're getting in there, so.
Then the Boss and Deluxe clash in the center again. Advantage towards the Orediggers. But Lucky Luke is able to block, and Dub the Boss is supporting from behind as Luke and Lucky try to push the offensive. Panther steals, but Lucky redirects heading straight towards the goal. I don't think Zero meant to send it towards their goal, but thankfully his team was there playing defense. Would have been nice if they weren't. Luke is standing guard at the goal. Dub the Boss was quick with that assist down at defense. Luke, right in front of the ball, decides to take possession and push forward, but Panther is there. Dub the Boss takes advantage of the air pass and sends it towards the goal, giving us a 2-2 score.
No, using that ricochet off the wall there to push it right in the goal was a great move from the Boss. I've seen them play before. They're very strategic with how they do things. So,
Dub the Boss is a really good player. I enjoy watching him. Here at the kickoff again, Luke and Deluxe clash in the center, sending it straight to the side. Not really an advantage of either side, but Panther capitalizes. And makes a goal. It is 3-2 now.
You guys both came at the ball from the same side. That's why it shot out like that. Or was it a two-person game?
Here we are at kickoff again. And Lucky and Panther clash in the center. Deluxe tries to push forward on the aggressive. Dub the Boss stops that in its tracks. Panther bounces it back from midfield, but Luke clashes with him. Just a lot of bouncing back and forth here. This is the chaos part of the game we were talking about.
Yeah, this is where it starts to get a bit crazy. But once again, you have to still keep tight with your team. You've got to remember that this is strategy-based as well.
Beautiful defense by Dub the Boss there that allowed us to push forward on the offensive. Lucky Luke's not letting it get back onto our side of the goal, or he is, I guess. Wasn't able to stop that one. Zero pushes straight towards the goal, but it's posted. Not able to get just the right angle on that. Lucky goes for the ball, but Panther is there. Dub the Boss steals it from Panthers.
Panthers rip.
Yes, Panthers grip. A demolish from Panther to Dub the Boss, and Luke demolishes Deluxe in revenge, I guess. Defense by all our Vandals allows Dub the Boss to push the offensive, and an attempted shot by Dub with a follow-up by Lucky fails, sending the ball to our side, but Luke is able to defend, sending it back to the Montana.
Back to
Every
the
time.
mountains. Go back to your mountains, Montana.
I feel like that doesn't work because we're Idaho.
Oh.
Dud the Boss showing extreme aggressiveness. We love it. We love it. It's bouncing back over to the Montana side, but Panther and Zero are pushing back. It's going all over the place. Dub the Boss sends straight down the center, and they are not able to defend as Dub the Boss goes straight into the goal. It is now 3-3.
That was a wonderful shot from the Bucks there. They just were not able to get their hands on the ball. Tires.
Love that. I want to see more of that.
Yeah.
But it's probably not going to happen because it requires a lax defense. Lucky clashes in the center with the with Montana. They try to go for the Vandal goal, but our defense puts up a fight. Panther goes once again for the goal, but Dub the Boss is there, launching it back through the air. Deluxe blocks it from midfield. A little bit of missing in the air there, but Lucky is... Oh my gosh! Lucky sends it from midfield, mid-air, and the Montana Tech defense is...
Bounces between both of them and into the goal.
I don't think they wanted that.
What?
There's a minute and 28 seconds left. Hopefully we can keep this score up. Clash in the center goes in favor of the Montana Tech towards our goal, but our defense is prepared. Dub the Boss sends it away. Denied. Panther is here in the corner taking possession, but Luke, never mind. Lucky misses. Dub the Boss takes possession of the ball with Lucky supporting. He is chased down by Montana Tech, going for the goal, but defense is strong. Here's a Luke trying to turn the ball around. Thankfully, with Lucky's help, he's able to, but two Montana Tech players are at the midfield ready to stop any forward push. Here's Panther going for the goal again, but our defense is ready. Here's Dub with the pushback. Zero and Lucky clash in the center. Lucky takes the ball. 30 seconds remaining. It is 4-3. I think they're trying to go for another ball. Demolishes Lucky. Dub the Boss sends it flying towards the other side, but he has two defenders prepared for his push, and they take it back towards the Vandal side with Panther leading the charge. Here's Dub the Boss at the goal, ready to defend. That's the response we need. Clash in the center by Dub the Boss, Luke, and Vandals win.
Nice. That was a wonderful game from the Vandals there. It got a bit tight. Very tight.
Guardian Angel
Yeah.
by Dub the Boss. He got an epic save.
Dub the Boss with the saves. Very good game there.
Yeah, let's look at those stats. Dub the Boss got 2 goals, 2 assists, 2 saves, and 3 shots. He was all across the board there.
No, that was very good from the Vandals on that round.
Mm-hmm. This one could be our series point.
Mm-hmm.
If we do well.
Yep, still got another one, guys.
Mm-hmm. We need to see the
We got another one, chat.
same aggression. Dub the Boss clashes in the center with Zero. Push towards the Montana Tech side. Lucky supports, but Panther and Deluxe are defense. Lucky makes sure that it doesn't get to our side. with help from Luke, continued pushes from the Orediggers to our goal, but Lucky and Luke are able to push back. Panther sends it flying. Dud the Boss misses that block, but thankfully no score made as Lucky and Luke are backing him up on the defense. A redirect towards the other side by Dub the Boss and Lucky. Nice passes between them. I hope to see more of that, but Zero takes possession before it can. And heading towards the goal, Dub the Boss just launches it out of Montana Tech grip, heading towards the goal, but not quite the right angle, and is blocked twice as Lucky Luke and Dub the Boss are aggressive. Oh, can he get back? There we go. Stopped momentum from the Montana Tech players as they try to push forward. Zero and Luke with Lucky are just pushing against each other. Panther launches it back towards us, but Dub the Boss is not having it. Dub tries to get it around that corner. However, Panther is there to block that. We're just going back and forth here. Ooh, Zero demolishes Lucky, allowing them some time, but Dub the Boss is not having it. Still. Ooh, Dub the Boss demolishes Panther and takes the center, making sure that we don't cross that midline, keeping it in the Montana Tech side of the arena, but responding quickly when we are pushed back. Here's Dub just following the ball, but he has two Montana Tech players against him. And Deluxe goes for the goal, but he's a little off on his aim, and Lucky just does not let it happen. Here's Zero taking it to the other side, hoping for that opening with Panther, pushing it forward even further. Clash with all three of our defenders in the corner of the Vandal side of the arena. Lucky pushes it forward with Dub. Dub goes for another shot. It is blocked by Zero, and Deluxe is dribbling it forward, but Luke just launches it out of his grip. Luke goes for another shot, but it's blocked by Zero. Lots of close shots here, but nothing going in yet. We have 2 minutes. 2 minutes left. Here we have Zero and Luke just going head-to-head for the ball in the Vandal side corner. Dub the Boss isn't having it, takes it away from Deluxe, sending it straight towards the Montana side with Lucky supporting him, bouncing it back, but as Dub goes to pick up pennies, Luke comes in to fill up the gap. Dub and Lucky drop back to D so that Zero can't make that shot he just tried. Panther goes in for a second one, but Lucky launches himself into him, taking away the ball. Here's Lucky coming in for aggressive play, but defense is strong. Lucky winning again with Dub the Boss supporting him. We are so close to the goal, but we're just not getting it. We're not pushing through that defense. Here's Lucky going for another shot, but it's posted up top. He was a little high. Zero is now taking possession of the ball. Aggressive play. He goes. He's a little too high. Lucky is able to capitalize on that. Unfortunately, Deluxe counters, and despite defense from Dub and Luke, Deluxe makes a score.
Yeah.
Or Panther makes a score. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that score by Panther was a really close one. We had Dub in there, and we had Luke in there as well. So, once again, you just got to show that aggression. They just got to get in there, and hopefully this is motivation for them to push real hard.
1 minute remaining. It is 1-0. That was a struggle to get there. We immediately after kickoff went towards the... Oh, wow. Wow. Went towards the Montana Tech side, and Dub the Boss scores after a little bit of back and forth.
That was very quick, but wonderful shot there from Dub the Boss, just tapping it right in.
So someone has to get another point. We're going into OT again.
Mm-hmm.
I, for one, am rooting for the Vandals to get that point.
Yeah.
A clash in the center by both... Lucky and two, I keep wanting to call them Panthers because one of them is a Panther, but they're not. They're the Orediggers. Oh, a shot towards our goal, but Dub the Boss is there to block. Unfortunately, he has two Orediggers on him trying to get that goal. I keep...
Yeah, you should say that.
Oh, wait, no. I didn't even think about that. Anyway, sorry. Panther and Dub are clashing a little bit on the Vandal defense. But Lucky Luke is able to push forward a little bit. Zero counters. Dub mid-air pushes back. Another back and forth here. We end up on the Montana Tech side. We are now in overtime with 1-1. The next point wins. And if it's ours, we win the series. Luke and Panther clash in the center. Our favor. But Zero takes control. Dub takes air possession. No one but is really at the goal right now except for Luke, which isn't good because we are now playing defensively, except for the fact that Luke and Lucky are just nope, never mind. No, oh, that was way too close. Dub was there, but he wasn't able to block the forward push from Zero, and it almost ended up in a goal for the Montana Tech. Thankfully, he missed. Panther pushes forward, but Lucky Luke defends, able to stop him in his tracks. Dub here and Lucky, with support from Luke, push back onto the aggressive, but we are pushed towards the defense. I'm saying pushed a lot. I need some adjectives or synonyms. That's what I meant.
Thrown.
Oh! Unfortunately, the aggressiveness from Montana Tech allowed them to get that second point needed to win in overtime. It is now a 2-2 series score. The next match settles it.
Yeah, this is a very tough spot to be in for the Vandals. We could have had that easy win, but we're just going to have to keep fighting for this next round because that was
intense.
crazy.
Yeah. I mean, this can go either way.
Mm-hmm.
So let's look at these stats. I mean, 3 saves from Zero.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it looks like we're having someone swapped in.
Oh?
Tomir.
Yay!
Toby. Lots of people are here for Tomir tonight.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. Tomir's a great player, especially when he's paired up with Dub, as we've seen before.
Yes.
Honestly, it's going to be great.
Yeah, it's going to be a great match.
They're going to be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're expecting a more aggressive player because we're subbing them in.
Yeah.
But they're not going to realize how aggressive.
Yeah.
Not Tomir and Dub just switching places on the field.
Mm-hmm. No, they go crazy.
I'd love for the game to start soon.
Yeah, same.
There we go.
There we go. But no, we're whoever wins this wins it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's so close right now. I wouldn't even be... Okay, I'd be sad. I'd be disappointed. But I wouldn't be too disappointed if we lost because they've been putting up quite a fight.
Yeah, I'd cry, but not like that hard.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm. I just realized that in front of Dub the Boss, it's oh no. And all I can think about is that the sound is oh no. Can we be put on spectate? Thank you.
Okay.
So we missed the kickoff, but here we are on the Montana Tech side, quickly pushed to the Vandal side, but Lucky Luke does not allow that to stay too long. That the Boss helps with Lucky trying to keep offensive, but Deluxe takes control. Tomir just zooming across the field, not able to keep the offensive side for too long before Dub the Boss counters Zero, heading straight for the goal with support from Tomir and Lucky. Hopefully we can make it. Unfortunately, Zero takes possession with Panther pushing towards the Vandal side goal. Defense is holding strong as Lucky and Dub just keep blocking and denying that shot from Panther and Zero. Tomir tried to go for the block, but the goal was posted anyway. Doesn't matter. It's fine. Just take control from here. Here's Deluxe and Tomir kind of fighting over the ball until Zero joins the fray. Dub sends the ball flying towards the Montana Tech side. The goal is mostly open, but it's a too high shot. Oh, Tomir tried to go in. Oh, Lucky Luke tried to go in. But Panther pushes the offensive. Here's Zero. He tried to get the ball, but that was a no. Tomir on defense. I just love watching Tomir and Dub play together.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's clear that they know each other's playing style and each other very well.
Mm-hmm. Lots of good communication here.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, not Luke. Tomir tried to go grab possession from Montana Tech, but missed. Luckily, we were able to play defense. Zero demolishes Dub, allowing them just a little bit of time before Tomir just takes the ball. He's not allowing them much leeway in anything. Here's Lucky pushing forward. He's mostly free other than Deluxe. He pushes past Deluxe. Can he get past Panther as well? Unfortunately, he's not following through. And Montana Tech is able to take back possession and go for the Vandal goal. They are not, however, able to make the goal as they overshoot. Panther demolishes Dub.
Again.
Tomir is the only one on D until Lucky comes in for support. Everybody's on the Vandal side and just clashing there. A little bit of chaos. Dub saves from a shot from Panther. We need a little bit more aggression. We need to send it flying.
Yeah, we've been stuck in this corner for a little bit. We got to really push ourselves out of here because this is not a good spot to be in.
Yeah, here's Tomir. Sort of in possession, not quite strong enough to keep it away from all three of the Montana Tech players. Dub the Boss saves from a shot. Montana Tech pushes forward once again. It was really close. Lucky Luke is pushing with Panther, trying to redirect the ball, but Dub the Boss goes for a score. It's posted. Can we get a second shot in by Lucky? No, they have to go back and get boosts. Here's Tomir trying to push forward. Dub comes in from behind. Maybe he's going to push that aggressive play. That's good. We're seeing some air dribbling. Can he angle it right? He was at the right angle, but Panther blocks. Once again, taking it away from the Vandals. And Tomir takes it away from Panther. Deluxe tries to go for the ball with Panther, but Dub the Boss does not let them get very far. Deluxe blocks from Dub. And a little bit back and forth. He's against two Mountain Tech. Lucky Luke sends it before it can come back to the Vandals side. It is 1 minute remaining with no one making a point in the last match of the series. A little bit stressful.
Yeah, this is getting very, very up in the air. I might say.
Definitely. I love puns. All right, Lucky and Zero are clashing in front of the Vandal goal. Dub sends it flying towards the goal. Can we get it? No. But Lucky comes in for support, but it's blocked again by Zero. Tomir makes sure that they can't get it into the Vandal goal in those last 30 seconds. Here's Dub coming in to support Tomir's defense. Deluxe pushes forward, but Dub does not let him through. Panther at the midline against one of our Vandals. And it's in the Vandal side right now, but you know what? Our defense is holding. Here's Lucky pushing forward more with Dub the Boss supporting. It heads towards our goal, but overshoots. Deluxe tries to get it with Panther supporting him. And we are once again in overtime. I haven't seen overtime this much all season.
Yeah, no, this has been so much for Rocket League. I don't think I knew this existed.
Lucky Luke tried to go for the goal almost immediately. He was a little too high, though, and the defense was able to push back. Here's Dub supporting his aggressive plays, denying the Montana Tech. I can say it eventually.
You got this.
And Lucky scores the final goal of the match with an assist from Dub, making that 1-0 after 23 seconds.
Yeah, he had faith in the Vandals there. They were really pushing it back onto Montana's goal in that direction. So, very good job, Vandals. That is 3-2 win.
Yeah, that was intense. It was great plays by our Vandals. Really impressive. Oh, one moment.
Yeah, let's take a look at the stats here. We had, obviously, the one goal from Lucky Luke. And that was a very good match there.
Yeah, that was great. Sorry, I was disconnecting my Bluetooth so we can play the fight song.
Yes! Can we get some hype in chat, please? There's 20 of you there.
Oh, wait, no, it's already.
There's 20.
Yeah.
Let's go
There's
Vandals.
so many people here. Yeah, let's go Vandals.
That was great playing by Lucky, Tomir, Luke, and Dub. I mean, it was great. I loved watching that.
No, that was a good match. Great chemistry between all of the team members here,
Mm-hmm.
and good job. Yeah, go Vandals.
Woo! All right. Quick question to production. If production is paying attention to me,
They're not.
they're not. They're not paying
Fun
attention to me.
fact.
That's great. But I don't know. Oh,
They
here
got the fight
is-
song.
here's the fight song. I wonder if you guys can hear that.
Go Vandals. If not, Google Vandals fight song and
And just play it with us.
yeah. Stella LV is saying that for the record, I haven't missed a game all season.
Wow! Thank you. Your continued support is really appreciated. We love
Yeah.
having you. Is there gonna be an interview?
A double interview.
Oh, there's going to be
really?
a double interview. Am I interviewing two people at once? How's this?
Go, go, go.
There you go. I'm sure you guys heard that.
They want, the viewers want Toby and Dub.
At the same time?
I guess so.
What if we
Is it-
like give them the headsets and you ask from back there, or something like that?
You know what we could do? I could interview one person, then you can interview the next person.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I want Toby.
we will go on break so we can set up to do that. But
Oh, never mind. We're doing all four of us at the same time.
Oh, fun.
Okay.
Okay.
well, because we only have 3 headsets.
Oh, then do you want to do it?
Okay, I'll take it.
Okay.
I got this.
Sorry that you're watching us figure this out.
No,
on
they get us. This is like behind the scenes.
Yeah, this is your
they get to
behind
see
the
the
scenes.
lore.
You can clip this, and this can be titled "Behind the Scenes."
Behind the scenes. Yeah.
This is how we figure out everything. Okay. Yeah, we're going to soon have Toby or Tomir.
Tomir Toby.
Uh,
Tobes.
Tomir and Dub the Boss on interview with Autumn. So you guys get to enjoy that. You've seen enough of my face.
Hello,
right.
Vandals. We're back with our interview. And you know me, I'm Autumn. But here we have 2 players on the Rocket League team today. Can you introduce yourself?
I'm Wyatt, a.k.a. Dub the Boss.
Nice. And you are?
I'm Toby, aka Tomir.
Nice. So how did you guys feel about the game today?
It was definitely a good matchup. We did play a little rusty at the start, but we kind of picked it up towards the end.
Yeah?
It was definitely a tight game, but I'm glad that we were able to pull through in the end.
So what were your favorite moments in the game?
I guess when Luke scored his first goal since the start of the season.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah.
That
Yep.
is awesome.
Yeah.
Wait.
That was
you.
such a good moment, but I think my favorite was when Josh went up to score that aerial goal.
Yeah.
That was such a good goal.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you guys think that your team needs to work on for your guys' last match?
I guess more team plays rather than just kind of going solo, but more passing around.
For sure. I think there needs to be a little bit more coordination, maybe just a little bit more gameplay together.
Mm-hmm.
If
Yeah.
we just keep playing together and
Yeah.
working at it, then we can definitely work on rotations a lot more and just make more efficient use of the space on the field.
Yeah.
No, I definitely noticed that. You guys are playing together very well, though. So once again, just polishing it up, getting in it, so it's really good. For you guys. So your guys' next match is going to be your last game.
Yep.
Actually, is going to be November 6th, and it's going to be versus New Mexico State University. How are you feeling about that one?
A little nervous because they are definitely higher ranks than us, and
It's
I'm
definitely
sure
going to be a tough
yeah.
match, but I'm super excited. We're going to be practicing
Yes.
for sure.
Yeah.
No, I think y'all are going to do great.
I think it'll be amazing.
We hope.
Well, I think
We
that is
hope.
it for the
We
interview.
hope.
Thank you so much for
All
watching,
right.
guys. Had a great
Thank
night.
you.
Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.